Let's jump to this next story, though, while we're talking about getting nothing done. This is actually something getting done, actually. Timcast.com reports Oklahoma governor signs law banning abortion from moment of conception. Woo. This is interesting. They crafted this abortion ban off of liberal arguments, leftist arguments. They say, House Bill 4327 went into effect immediately upon signing and bans abortion unless the procedure is necessary to save the life of the mother or is the result of rape, sexual assault, or incest that has been reported to law enforcement. Removing a miscarried fetus or ectopic pregnancy will not be considered abortion. There it is. Every argument from the left has been addressed.
It's brilliant.
It basically bans elective abortion. That's it. This is the only state in the nation to have banned elective abortion. I believe there's maybe like a dozen or two states that have elective abortion to the point of viability or at viability, meaning the baby can survive. And then you have 7 states plus Washington, D.C. that allow you to abort a baby at 9 months. Now, hold on. I can already hear the liberals screaming. I did not say it is a common occurrence. That is not my point. My point is it is illegal, and so it happens sometimes. I don't care if it's rare. If it's not an issue and it's not happening all the time, why is it legal and why should it be allowed? Additionally, as for this law, this appears to be the majority opinion of this country, that people want abortion to be legal only in certain circumstances. Well, here it is. This is what Oklahoma's done, right?
I thought that, maybe I'm wrong, Roe v. Wade, does that not protect, or does that not say that the states cannot ban abortion?
It certainly does.
So how is this guy signing a bill that bans it?
The same way that California doesn't enforce immigration laws.
Whoa.
That's right. California
sanctuary status.
They're a sanctuary state, and they will not cooperate or work with federal law enforcement.
You know, I respect the state's rights to do that. It's not even about if I agree with it or not. I respect that that's how the United States works. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I absolutely don't.
No?
I do not.
You don't like
Like
that
the
governors
10th
can go rogue?
I don't like the governors can go rogue because
They got to, because DeSantis, man, he was like a beacon during the COVID pandemic. Florida thrived.
Sure, there's differences between Florida being like we're not going to agree with federal guidelines on a lot of these things, and we're going to run our state the way we want. There's another thing when, at a federal level, when it comes to things like illegal immigration or slavery or abortion, we're like there are certain things that this country has not made that has made illegal. Now, the reason why I don't like it is if you look at what California's done, by not enforcing immigration law, they inflate their population to a certain degree. And then congressional seats are apportioned based on population size.
And electoral college.
And electoral college means California got an extra vote in the presidency. So when people say illegal immigrants vote, let me correct you. They do not individually go out and vote, but it doesn't matter. We elect our president through the electoral college. They don't need to vote. Their presence grants an extra vote to California. Now, California lost a vote, I think, in the last due to the last census. But before this, constantly just allowing people to come in, granting them free health care, they're putting a strain on the surrounding states. And imagine you are, Nevada or Idaho or Arizona, and you've got people going into California, staying there in violation of the law, and then they can cross over from the west into your state that's already dealing with a border crisis. Mm-hmm. That's an issue for other states that's infringing upon those states' rights. This is the kind of issue that literally resulted in the Civil War. The South, they had slaves. And they said the North should abide by federal law, right? Well, the federal law had the Fugitive Slave Act, and the North was not abiding by it. I mean, I agree with. That I think the problem, I think slavery should have been abolished. The issue for the South, though, was that if the federal government was not going to be able to enforce these laws, then why should there be a union at all? Well, there you go.
Well, that's the issue. It's the federal government. So, the 10th Amendment, reserve power, states should be able to do all these things, X, Y, and Z, that are not granted in the Constitution of the federal government. So I think a hybrid of what you guys are saying is sort of workable. The problem with the sanctuary state staying on the immigration issue is that it's not being enforced. Like, the federal government could go and enforce the law in California. They are electing not to do that. They are electing to break our own federal statutes. That's my problem, because they agree with the policy decision in California that overrides a federal statute. Someone should be going to jail on this and enforcing this law and allowing our immigration authorities to go in there and not do that. But the way they work it is they basically go into all the jails when illegal immigrants come over and make first contact with law enforcement, and the ICE detainers aren't applied. They're just like, we're not doing. We California are not doing it. It's a federal offense. Someone should go prosecute the governor.